You're watching News Channel 12 at 10.
The last time Ole Miss and LSU got together, it was for the SEC opener for both teams in a game the Rebels would like to forget. They were blown out by 26, and just days before, Andy Kennedy had to suspend leading scorer and Jackson native Dendricus Nelson for the entire season. Today, different story against the fourth-place Tigers. So Ole Miss legend Johnny Newman honored at the Tad Pad, and he's the last player in NCAA history to average 40 points a game for an entire season. That's impressive, and so was Terrence Henry, knocking down the mid-range jumper. He had 13 first-half points, finished with a game-high 21. They were up 22-9. But how about this guy right here for the Tigers? Johnny O'Brien, last year's Mississippian for the McDonald's All-American game. Yeah, he had the thunderous dunk, but then right back was McCombs Ladarius White for Nick Williams. He had a three, finished with 18. Rebels never trailed, win in a rout 72-48.
Still fighting for position and trying to see if we had any more fight in us. You know, tonight for me, it was positive to show that, hey, these guys still want to play.
So up next for Ole Miss, a road trip to Arkansas. That's 6 o'clock tip-off. All right, Mississippi State has dropped 4 in a row, taking on Alabama. Coming into this game, they were tied with LSU for 4th place in the SEC, and JaMychal Green, nice move, his first game back for the Tide. They're up 20-16, but here comes State. Getting hot from behind the arc. First, DeBost. He cuts it to 20-19. He finished with 14. And then Jalen Steele getting into the act with a tray of his own. State takes a 22-20 lead. Well, second half, Bulldogs go cold from the perimeter, and that leads to long rebounds and fast breaks. Levi Randolph, strong finish. He had a career-high 18 points. Tide roll 67-50. State drops their 5th straight Wednesday night there in South Carolina. All right, in Conference USA action, Southern Miss edges Rice 58-56. That's their 23rd win of the season. Jackson State in a tight battle tonight at home with Arkansas Pine Bluff. Cheerleaders trying to get the home crowd behind their team. Well, where we picked it up late in the 4th quarter. How about Morton's Darrell Taylor breaks a 39-all tie. But the Golden Lions, they come back ahead. Sylvance Townsend slashing through the lane. He finished with 17. He gets it to drop, so 11 seconds to go. Edwards Keasley Stewart can't get it. He went strong to the basket. JSU comes up short 46-44. Now, I mentioned Johnny O'Brien as a McDonald's All-American last year. This season, Kemper County's Devontae Pollard will be the 15th Mississippian to play in the National All-Star game. First things first, though, Pollard has his eyes set on a state championship. So here is the McDonald's All-American. He struggled early on, so before the start of a 4th quarter, we don't see this often. He gets an earful from his mom. How great is that? She told him, if you don't want your career to end, step up your game. It worked. Kemper up 57-55, less than a minute to go, and Devontae took over like a star player does in clutch moments, iced the game. Pollard finished with 22 points, 18 rebounds. Thanks to mom's advice, Kemper County advances to face defending state champion Boonville in Thursday's title game with a 62-58 win.
When you're down on yourself like I was, and I was just thinking, oh my God, what are we gonna do now? What can I do to help my team if I'm not knocking down shots? And when she came and told me what she told me in my ear, then that just motivated me to bring on the victory.
Over in Class 1A, Durant, the defending state champs, didn't play like it today, but Biggersville also brought their A game. The rout was on. Durant down 21, but there is no quitting these Tigers. Theodore Haynes cleaning the offensive glass with the putback, but no comeback today. Lions on the move. Jaylon Gaines gets it ahead to Dexter Stafford, who finishes off with the fast break. And the Lions advance to Friday's title game, 64-44 victory. Now over at the NBA in Jackson. Global Elite Exposure Camp was going on. A look at our next future stars. It's never too early to find the next stars. They're being groomed, and some of basketball's biggest names came to Jackson to mentor.
In basketball, particularly, we want them to get the grassroots fundamentals. And I always tell kids, skills pay the bills. Not the bills are paid because you have no skills.
And we'll have more on our future stars this Wednesday in our Future Stars segment. All right, MMA fans, it's fight night. Beat down in Jacktown 2 from the Jackson Regency Hotel. 165-pound weight class. Jason Davis, Alex Chapman, exchanging blows, but in the end, went to the mat. And at 2:45 of the second 3-minute round, Chapman taps out. Davis, who fights at Flowwoods Knockout Fitness, is your winner. And then how about Nick Bussey? Needs it to go to the judges, gets the decision over Bobby McCombs in the 150 class. And that's your sports for tonight.